Hello, this is the Hanoi Community of the PSGU. We started working on a similar creature to Sol, under the request of the Pyongyang Commissioner. Sol has been found with complications and incompatibility with our project, so we started working on our project back in 2017 to match Sol. Furthermore, we've gotten the point across with our enemies in the Arctic and Baltics with Sol, but we need a means to disarm our bioweapons. We didn't put that in mind, but we have a backup that might work. Okay, start our presentation. Genome. Base. Sol was a modified leopard seal, but it created a problem with aggression due to its solitary nature. So, we chose the southern elephant seal for a less aggressive creature. But it was also chosen for its streamlined body, which will be modified later on to more effectively deal with Sol. But elephant seals are also not a creature to mess with, being very territorial and aggressive at times. We were also given another donor to its base genome. The Baikal seal was added for more congruency, and them being a more cold resistant and especially having night vision. We'll be modifying these particular traits of both seals for an optimal base genome. Now, on to the next section. Senses. Unlike Sol, we will be using many non-mammalians in our genome. But one outlier would be the tiger shark, mostly for the shark's electrical field with an excellent vision, which will be a mishmash with the Baikal seal night vision. We will also give our hybrid gills. Yes, gills. Similar to another hybrid called Vex. We'll give our hybrid these gills while having lungs. This may or may not be a weakness to our hybrid, but this will fix a lot of stamina issues and given the seal's rich myelin body. This would in turn lead to hyperactivity in our hybrid. Looking back explains our hybrid's odd behavior when we're keeping it in activity. Sol was given beluga for blubber and echolocation. A similar contributor would be the sperm whale. Other than echolocation, we'll also give our hybrid its thick and durable hide. But this thick hide won't be enough to deal with Sol, but it would be effective.
Foraging. The only contributor of salt we were able to get on our hands was that of the Arapina. We've done this song and dance before. We used it for its extra swimming bladder and very durable scales. But this time, we'll add another contributor to the mix. The parrotfish. Very weird creatures they are. We originally added it to match Sol's iron bite with the fish's mineralized teeth. But, unbeknownst to us, Myrtle also spread to the Arapina's bony scales. It gave our hybrid a layer of mineralized bone to its armor, giving it a bluish sheen and making it the armor unbreachable. Jaws. Sol was equipped with many different teeth. Similarly, our hybrid will also be given similar teeth to Sol, but with major improvements due to our more abundant gene pool. We first started off with something that could match Sol's bite force. We ended up going with the Orca, known for its surprisingly high bite force of 19,000 psi, but our hybrid would have a much smaller skull. Still, the Orca will be a good contributor for its intelligence and indestructible tooth structure. We also chose two other mammalian options for the teeth, specifically the muskrat and the Pontolis walrus. The muskrat's front incisors and the walrus's giant canines acting like fangs. The muskrat was chosen over the beaver for its lips being able to cover its growing teeth, in turn preserving the teeth and what we have now, mineralized enamel. A small touch we added is the lamprey to stand toe-to-toe with Sol. Lampreys have a very special saliva which is similar to vampire bat's Draculine, which will stop blood clotting and make its opponents bleed profusely. The sailfish was a good choice on our end. Originally, we were skeptical of adding too many fish to our genome, but we ended up just rescuing it and added the sailfish as a well-needed boost in speed to match Sol. The sailfish in turn made our hybrid's body thinner and more streamlined, while making its head narrow shapes, creating a more hydrodynamic movement. But a plus was also the collapsible sail, giving it more hydrodynamic movement and not getting in the way while it swims in tight, narrow spaces. The final species that will be on our main deterrent for Sol, the sulfa fish, known to give the most intense acid trips by the Romans. Even if Sol were to bite through his sister's armor, he'll be in for one hell of an acid trip. Our hybrid is already omnivorous due to the parrotfish. Sulfa and parrotfish overlap since they both eat plants, which is the main cause for the production of the sulfa hallucinogenic. Introductions. So we tried to think of a name, but a Japanese intern named her Nico, and our hybrid got attached to that name. So we'll be referring her as Nico from now on. Nico would theoretically be less than 6 meters long, but will reach 8.5 meters if you account for her shark-like tail. She's a very social seal, all things considered, showing signs of intelligence by being very social and completing tasks faster than most seals, even forming strategy when hunting. Nico also showed stronger musculature compared to Sol, her conical teeth reaching up to 4,700 psi, not to mention her front incisors and massive fangs. She was also a playful little thing. She would go underwater and burst up to 50 miles per hour just to leap out of the water's surface for fun. The Hanoi Union was proud of what they'd made that day, and will send out Nico to the Baltic Sea to take down Sol. Statistics. Species: Caesarium cane, Mammalia. Lifestyle: aquatic. Jaw strength: 21,000 newtons. Armor bullet resistant body shape: torpedo. Age: 8. Weight: 3 tons. Speed: 60 miles an hour max. Diet: omnivorous. We're about ready to send out asset HN04